Surrounded. Ever since I was a young kid, dreamed of the palms and the sea. Raised my spirits in the morning. Now I watch them dance and play. One good day, one good day. One good day, find my way. Two worlds are living, they both feel like home. Everyone is rushing around you now. Sure to take it easy and slow. Yes, food for heart and mind. My belly feels full all the time. Oh, one good day, one good day, one good day, find my way. All of my travels I know now. It doesn't get better than right here, right now. It's food for heart and mind. My belly feels full all the time. I woke up this morning, had a cool breeze surround me. Ever since I was a young kid, I dreamed of those poems, dreamed of those poems. Raised my spirits in the morning. Night I watch them dance and play for one good day, one good day, one good day. Find my way, find my way, find my way.
about how I used to skate, but she lets me get away with it. She lets me get away, because tonight sit at the bar when we go out to run chill songs in the jukebox so we don't shout. She says fights, and I say stars. The argument is the sweetest part. But tonight, it is all that I can handle. And tonight,
Friends, welcome to the Monthly Muse. How we doing, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Can you believe it? That song made me want to prance in a trench coat. This is gonna be a weird Wednesday, everybody. Holy shit. And scream like there's at least 50 of us in here so the YouTube folks feel a little more jealous. Holy shit! This is free tonight. It should cost at least a hefty sum put into each of their 401ks. 9% match. People watching at home, scream for your neighbors.
This is Honey. The song is called Catch It On Fire. This is called Opal.
This is a song called Going to Louisiana.
This next one's called Real Damn Good.
I started writing my first blues songs just vicariously through him.
Shark Tank's not going to be interested if I don't start charging money for this damn show.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Okay, I think that deserves one more.
Sorry to end on a sad note.
I don't know what most of this means, but I did find it kind of provocative. This is a Monthly Muse. I think I can say it in. Oh no, go back. I gotta introduce it. Go back. Come on. Come on. Give me my. We're on the internet, Rob. Go. Please. Please. These talented people have no respect for my program, okay? I like to do things my way. How we doing, everybody? Happy Wednesday. That is 1/3 of the enthusiasm that I need tonight. Feel good? Sounds good. All right, moving on. This is a very special Monthly Muse. Number one, this is our 4th sold-out Monthly Muse. Can we make some noise for that? Yes. The beautiful world of original music is thriving because the AI just doesn't have the dad jokes that me and Scott Skibeck do. So people keep coming out. And this is also the 10-year anniversary of the show that inspired me to do this. When I was probably about 20 years old, almost on the nose, I played a spot called the Downtown Listening Room. And had the opportunity, make some noise for the Downtown Listening Room. Yes. A program that has done so much for this community in a quiet emo list where you were being shushed by a man who definitely lived at the place where you were seeing the show. It's fantastic. It's everything you could ever want for it. But after I got the privilege of opening up for Mr. Rob Harris at the Downtown Listening Room, he took me to Nashville and we played at a spot called the Bluebird Cafe with him, which you all might know is a very famous singer-songwriters venue that can mean so much to a young artist for the affirmation and the encouragement to move forward. So tonight we celebrate that by bringing back the exact same lineup that let a very nervous 20-year-old kid sit in with them at this historic venue and made him feel like home. Was just a couple of songwriters with a table missing in between. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome some of our lovely guests. First, we have Marcia Ramirez. Make some noise, everybody. Yes. An incredible talent that requires a website read. If you don't read her whole website, I can't quote you the facts that make her awesome. You'll just fall in love without them. Moving on. What might be Batman in the world of songwriting, what might be Batman in the world of being Batman. I'm talking about Rob Harris, everybody, the man himself. A heart of gold. This next one stands out. Because again, nervous 20-year-old kid in the historic Bluebird Cafe, feeling like, I can't blow this shit. I really can't. I can't afford to mess this up. So you decide to kick a solo to an absolute stranger knowing that they might kill. I'm talking about a man who has no merci for anything except for his beautiful family and his incredible songs from the state of Indiana, Mr. Marc Imboden, everybody. Yes. This is a lineup that did a lot for a young man that was just living on hopes and dreams and trying to bring as many bandmates into his parents' basement as possible at any point in time. So this round means a lot to me, but it wouldn't be anything without the wonderful introduction of Mr. Scott Skiebeck of the Downtown Listening Room. Make some noise again. And his tone has set this show up the way that it is. So, Scott, if you wouldn't mind giving some ground rules up here. There's stairs over here. There's a big step right here. Party how you like to party. Big entrance. Can we get a drum roll, please? You got tables. I said drums. I don't want palms. I'll tell you when I want palms. That's what I'm talking about. I want drums.
Thank you, Matt. You were 20. I thought you were 2 at the time. Maybe it's just how you acted. I'm not sure. We have magic. You know, music is magic. We have magical music from all 3 of these performers. The magic is mostly over here. Very magical, a little maniacal over here, but it all works together very smoothly. Matt just wanted me to let you know that at Downtown Listening Room, where we started with you guys a long time ago, we still run the shows. I've got schedules in back if you're interested. You know, it's something we are passionate about, and we believe that music needs to be heard and listened to, and we put the in show. So whenever you come to our show, we say, if you talk during the show, and we can do this tonight, if you talk during the show, we were going to give you the finger. But this is the finger. It's not the finger you're thinking of. So have a wonderful night tonight. Keep coming to Matt's stuff. Yes. Come to Downtown Listening Room. Support these artists. On with the show.
Mr. Scott Skiebeck, everybody, the Downtown Listening Room. And make some noise for Radio Artifact that puts on this beautiful program. Friends in the back, thank you for being here. I was told by some folks they might have some open seats, so if you can find a spot to sit, feel free to do so. With that being said, Marc, would you mind kicking us off, my brother?
Yes. First of all, thanks, Matt.
Yes.
Because I've been a songwriter, singer-songwriter for like 30 years for a full-time living. And I've got some good credits. I've got like 4 gold albums and a platinum to my songwriting credit. But last night I was singing Margaritaville, and because I live in a town where you don't do a lot of original music, and that's the reality of it, is that like most people don't want to come and hear original songs. So thank you, Matt. You got to cultivate that. And you know, we're not Ann Arbor or Austin. You know, you gotta carve out little niches of places that that people want to come and hear a song. So thank you for that, and I appreciate it. Rob asked me to do the same night. Obviously, we're doing a little reunion, and he called and he said, like 2 days before we were going to play, he says, "Oh yeah, you can't do a lot of your Christian stuff," and I was like, most of my stuff is all this worship stuff. And I was like, so I wrote like 3 songs like in 2 days. So this is one, an ambiguous song about a girl on the run here. Down in the Delta, got her down on her knees. Up from the shadows, devil running hard at her heels. Down in the water, on the banks of relief. Up from the rumors, seems so hard to believe. It's a long way from Ohio. It's a long way to Tennessee. It's a long walk up on that high road. Only one way to get it free. High on the mountain, he just got out of hand. Down in the hollow, you survive however you can. Duck down the back roads, living high on the land. Back through the lowlands, run till you come up with a plan. It's a long way from Ohio. It's a long way to Tennessee. It's a long walk up on that high road. Only one way to set it free. Down on the highlands, counting dunces downcast. Laid low the voices, putting out a fire with gas. Walk through the valley, killing ghosts from the past. Cast out the demons, burning vengeance at last. It's a long walk from Ohio. It's a long way to Tennessee. It's a long walk up on that high road. Only one way to set it free. Down in the Delta, got her down on her knees. Up from the shadows, devil running hard to her ears. Down in the water, on the banks of relief. Up from the ruins, seems so hard to believe. It's a long way from Ohio. It's a long way to Tennessee. It's a long walk up on that high road. Only one way to set it free. She looked at that train out of Memphis. There's deliverance in Tennessee. Still a long, hard road to redemption. Only one way to set it free. Down in the Delta, got her down on her knees. Up from the shadows, devil running her heels. Yeah. Thank you.
Goodness gracious.
Mark, first of all, this is 10 years too late, but I apologize for only giving you 2 days' notice to let you know that your normal set may not work at the Bluebird. It's not that the Bluebird doesn't.
I got some good songs out of it, though.
You did.
I appreciate
you
it.
did. That was.
I need a fire.
But the Bluebird, you can play Christian stuff there. They just ask that unless it's billed as an overtly Christian, a night of Christian music.
Right. Yeah.
Most tourists come from out of town and they expect to hear country music because they said, of course you could do one here or there, but we'd rather it not be a full night of it unless it's billed as such. And they do that sometimes around GMA week when the Dove Awards are going on. So anyway, but I'm sorry I didn't give you a whole lot of notice. Scrambled in, but you wrote 3 songs, you rascal. It'll take me a year and a half to write 3 songs. It's so good to be with you tonight. Good to be here. Matt, thank you so much.
Such a pleasure.
What a treat. All right. This first one of mine is just a song about stopping and smelling the roses, I guess, for lack of a better term, and just enjoying all the different seasons of life. This is called This Old Road. 20 miles past the county line, across the Mississippi to the other side. Yesterday in the rearview mirror, I don't know where I'm headed, but I can't stay here. There's a mountain to be climbed and a wild horse to ride, fear to stare in the eye along the way. There's more to where we're going than getting there, more to who we are than where we've been. It's every dusty mile, the blessings and the trials and the hope that waits around the bend of this old road. This old road has led the way from brokenness to faith, a first kiss to a heartbreak and back again. Years of winding turns and 1,000 lessons learned, ashes from a bridge burned in a jealous wind. There's more to where we're going than getting there, more to who we are than where we've been. It's every dusty mile, the blessings and the trials and the hope that waits around the bend of this old road. It's a newborn baby's cry, it's a long sad goodbye, it's the single thing. There's more to where we're going than just getting there. More to who we are than where we've been. It's every dusty mile, every blessing and every trial, and the hope that waits around the bend of this old road. This old road, 20 miles past the county line, across the Mississippi to the other side. Thank you so much.
Goodness, Rob. Goodness. Awesome, Mark. We should start calling you Cinnamon. You nice on everything.
You easy. Now you're just flirting now.
Yeah, Mark has never played that. So, well, that's not
Yeah,
true.
I have. Yeah,
That's
we
not
did.
true.
We
We
did.
sang it. You played on it
Yeah.
years ago, but it's been a long time, and he just
It's a good song that sticks in
just.
your head.
Oh, well, bless you, bro. Broke out that solo. Marcia, thank you for singing.
Of course. I love singing with you. Since I found out this is live streamed and there's a chance my husband will watch it, I better tune.
Good idea.
Because he is so picky about that. No, it's so lovely to be here. I was just telling so many familiar faces. Danny and Amy here. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's just so great to see y'all here. And I was just telling Scott and some of the friends over there, Marcia and Ann, which my name is Marcia Ann, so I can remember their names are Marcia and Ann. It's been a while since I've done one of these rounds, and so I'm a little rusty, but they said, you're among friends, so I was like, okay. Luckily, you know, I have like these great guitar players down here that can help me, so I feel like I can get through it if I could just remember all the words. But yeah, so I'm glad to be here. It's good to get back on the horse. Thank you, Matt, for having us. Yeah, it's great. I write a lot of songs from my personal experiences or friends, you know. Some of my friends don't even want to tell me what's going on in their lives because they're like, yeah, right, we'll hear it in your next song. But this is a song I always like to tell people is not one of my personal experiences. There's like a little drug bust in the middle of it, and so far I haven't like experienced that, but a friend of mine brought this lyric, and I just thought it was really cool. And it's really just about falling in love with the wrong person. Maybe we've all experienced that now and then, and this girl did, but he had a really cool car. And it's called Black Riviera. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. When he pulled up in that Black Riviera, I knew I'd never be the same. And sure enough, everything was just about to change. Yeah. He was headed out west, out to California. I begged him, don't leave me behind. I want to run into the ocean. I want to touch that Hollywood sign. Oh, my mama said, think again. What do you know about him? Well, his mama's passed away. His daddy's still living. Got in trouble once, spent a little time in prison. But that was all behind you now, and I had no doubt that he'd be good to me. His brother lives in Phoenix, but they rarely ever speak. He'd give the shirt right off his back to help someone in need. Did I mention that I love him? He's got friends in Santa Clara, beautiful blue eyes, and a black Riviera. Yeah. We drove through Texas, spent the night in Albuquerque, getting closer by the day. Yeah, we were almost there when he said, I've got one stop to make. Yeah, on a dead-end street in the middle of the night, I waited for him in the car, but when those shots rang out, I knew that he had gone too far. Oh, they asked me, are you next to kin? What do you know about him? Well, his mom has passed away, his daddy's still living. Got in trouble once, spent a little time in prison, but that was all behind him now, and I had no doubt that he'd be good to me. His brother lives in Phoenix, but they rarely ever speak. He'd give the shirt right off his back to help someone in need. Did I mention that I love him? He's got friends in Santa Clara, beautiful blue eyes, and a black Riviera. Yeah. Go to the two. Oh, he made me laugh until I cried. He made me feel alive. He said he could do anything if I was by his side. Did I mention he has friends in Santa Clara, beautiful blue eyes, and a black Riviera? Yeah, a black Riviera. A black Riviera. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful blue eyes. Here we go. There's that D. Thank y'all. Thank you. And thanks you guys so much. That helps a lot.
Just make some noise, everybody. How good is that? How good is that? Sitting down makes me slightly uncomfortable because I enjoy shaking ass, but if that's what we prefer tonight, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
But
we pushed him out of his comfort.
like exactly. I got to put this thing in a seat. Mama didn't give me that dong for no reason, you know. All right, moving on. That's inappropriate. My mother is here. She does find those jokes funny, but that is a little
Where's
much.
your mom?
My mom's right here. Put your hands on Mama. And my dad right next door. That's what I'm talking about.
Good to see you guys again.
Belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you. My birthday was June 4th, and I turned 30, and it gave me a level of empowerment that made me return so many things that has been sitting in my basement for like a year. Where I'm like, no, you're taking it back, you know? Very sassy. But just picture this, y'all. I'm 20 years old. I'm staying at the Opryland Hotel. My parents got the bedroom. I'm sleeping on the couch. And I get this cool opportunity in front of me, and you're nervous as hell, and you walk in and you meet these people. I only know Rob, and Rob doubles as Batman. I hope you understand that. Like, he actually doubles as Batman. So he seems like a pretty cool guy, but it's a little bit intimidating, honestly. You play one good show with him. Go in there and meet his friends, and they're fantastic. But they smile at you like a friend. They welcome you in. You're nervous as hell, but for some reason it feels like family off the rip. I think that's one of the things about songwriting in this type of environment is it feels so intimate and so welcoming. It's just like, it's like the kind of anniversary family party where you don't remember their name, but you're going to hug them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all so much for being here. It means a lot to me. I'm going to get sappy as hell on this first one. This is a song about the best decision I ever made. My wife, who is super rad, okay? Used to be a nurse, child of an architect, sees no job as impossible, assumes that I will be her grunt for damn near anything, and we get it done together. And we were on a sweet little vacation from Milwaukee to Marquette to Sagatuck, Michigan. And one night we're sitting out by the lake, and I was like, I got an idea. I got an idea about how important it is to choose who you're going to spend your life with. Whether it's your friends, or your neighbors, or your spouse. When you get lucky enough to tell someone, like, you could be everything for me, you better choose right. So this song's called Company. You are the view, my scenic escape, the focus in my eyes above the broad landscape. You are the blue in my grayest of skies, the light breaking through the clouds that seem to hide. When mama meant when she said there's no one for me, the sugar to sweeten my cup of tea. They call me I'm crazy, that'll bring me to safety, my favorite type of company. You are the crash on my rocky shore, washed in the beach of what came before. You are the breeze that blew me away, catching myself and every word you say. When mama meant when she said there's a one for me, the sugar to sweeten my cup of tea. They call me I'm crazy, that'll bring me to safety, my favorite type of company. Hey, yo, Cinnamon, I'm an A flat. You mind sweetening this up a little bit? Listen to that. Goodness gracious, Marc and Imboden, make some noise. Everybody, some light noise. Yes, snaps, snaps, snaps. I said light noise. I said light noise. Come on, give me my moment. Hold on, Marc. Shame on you. Shame on you. When mama meant when she said there's no one for me, the sugar to sweeten my cup of tea. They call me I'm crazy, that'll bring me to safety, my favorite type of company. You are the moon, the blue sing. I feel it in my lungs, so these words could ring. For my baby. Thank you, friends. Got a little verse.
Nice job.
I'm going to get real sad here. I'll get it out of the way. A couple years ago, we got news that my nephew had just died instantly. He was only like 35, and he had only been married to his wife for about 3 years. And so we went to the service, and when I saw his wife and the amount of grief that she was experiencing, I didn't know how to like handle that, you know. And so as a songwriter, I wrote this song, and then I realized that I can't play it for anybody because it's too sad. Can't play it for her; she can't hear it because she's not ready for it. But nonetheless, it's one of those things that you just have like a cathartic moment, and things kind of come out, and then you just kind of can't help it. But this is called "Didn't Get to Say Goodbye." I didn't get to say goodbye. Didn't know you'd leave so soon. Now I get to wonder why. What to do with all this room. There's room to love you some more, to help you carry on. Wish I would have said before what I had to say in a song. When I think back on love, when I think back on us, I didn't say it near enough. Just how proud I was. Just thought we'd have all this time. Thought there'd be all this space. I thought it was yours and mine. Kinda like we own the place. Maybe you got things to do. I know you gotta get going now. Yeah, I figure it out real soon. How to live somehow without the sun and moon, without the dreams we planned, without me and you. It sort of went hand in hand. I didn't get to say goodbye. Didn't know you'd leave so soon. Now I get to wonder why. What to do with all this room. There's room to love you some more, to help you carry on. I wish I would have said before what I said in the song. I wish I would have said before what I said in the song. Sorry for setting you up like that.
It's all good. My guitar is getting
worked on next week. But one string is being persnickety, so it's going to see the doctor next week. I grew up in a small coal mining community in southern West Virginia, and this next song is about where I grew up. I don't know why. A lot of songwriters eventually write songs about where they come from. So this is mine. This is where I come from. And my family, before I was born, they actually lived in Cincinnati. And my older sister, I only have one sibling, and she was born in Cincinnati. Then they moved back to West Virginia, and I was born there. So just a little stretch of road in West Virginia, tucked in between those beautiful West Virginia hills. And where I grew up, we call that a holler. Like Loretta Lynn grew up in Butcher Holler in Kentucky. So it's just a little valley, really, in the mountains. And so this is all about where I grew up, a little place called Chatteroy. And we called it Chatteroy Holler. Some people said hollow, but the locals said holler. So I grew up in a holler. And I was born 62 years ago in Williamson Memorial Hospital. And where I grew up and when I grew up reminded me very much of Mayberry. And that's the truth. We knew our neighbors probably for 2 miles each way. It was only a 4-mile stretch of highway, so if they weren't kin, you knew them pretty good. And in those days, we didn't lock our doors. It was kind of a cross between Mayberry and the Waltons a little bit. Didn't lock our cars, didn't need to. Had a landline in the kitchen with one of those 30-foot cords. And get this, you didn't know who was on the phone until you answered it. You had, hello, you got a surprise. And we actually had a party line. Does anybody remember a party line? You do? So a shared phone line. You know, our daughters are all grown. They're all in their 30s, and they're like, well, what is that? And they've probably never even seen a landline. But I'm just so thankful for when I grew up and the people I grew up being raised by, and such great memories of growing up there, especially in the summers for some reason, because, you know, as a kid, your days are free in the summer, and I would jump on my back bike and I would ride 3 or 4 miles down the road, or sometimes a couple miles, to play at a friend's house. And we'd go to the school playground and we'd play there. And, you know, the deal was, Mom and Dad would say, now, if you're not home by the time it's dark or by the time these street lights come on, you better be pretty close to being home, because you need to be home before it gets dark. And I'm just so grateful for it. So every lyric of this song is true, at least in terms of my experience growing up in this little coal mining community. And not surprisingly, this is called Chatteroy Holler. Sing with me a little bit? Can you sing a little bit? Picnics at Kewanee Park, riding bikes till it got too dark, hillsides covered in dogwood bloom, Sunday best for the Friday dance, our yellow jackets were county champs, caddy golf and pizza from Walnut Room. Down the road from that abandoned mine is that schoolhouse we attended K through 9. In that 4-mile valley between those hills, coal dust gathered on the windowsills. Your neighbor would give you his last dollar. We had to look straight up just to see the sun from the home place out on Rural Route 1. Cut grass for a drink of cold well water in Chatteroy Holler. Chatteroy Holler. Catch crawdads in Buffalo Creek, help Mamaw string a bushel of beans, bottle rockets on the 4th of July, lightning bugs in a mayonnaise jar, sitting on the porch playing guitar. Everybody waved as they drove by. Ann's restaurant served up burgers, pinball, and cokes. Some of the world's best come in. How you been, country folks? In that 4-mile valley between those hills, coal dust gathered on the windowsills. Your neighbor would give you his last dollar. And there wasn't much wrong that couldn't get fixed with a King James Bible or a hickory switch. Long summer days and homemade cherry cobbler up in Chatteroy Holler. Chatteroy Holler at me the next time you go back, and then give me 15 minutes to pack. Yeah, take one. Four-wheelers kicking up a little weekend dirt, Slater's Market and a one-room Christian church. And they still talk about that flood in '77 that washed away a piece of almost heaven. In that 4-mile valley between those hills, coal dust gathered on the windowsills. Your neighbor would give you his last dollar. We had to look straight up just to see the sun from the home place out on Rural Route 1. Cut grass for a drink of cold well water in Chatteroy Holler. Chatteroy Holler. Thank you.
I love that song. You can just picture it. So I grew up in a little town called Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Does anyone know where that is? I mean, we have 2 exits now off the interstate, so you'd think everyone would know the metropolis of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. But I grew up down there, an only child. My dad was a college professor, and my mom was a homemaker. And, of course, I moved off to Nashville, Tennessee to pursue my dreams. But my mom and dad, as they got older, my mom developed Alzheimer's, and I realized that Dad couldn't really take care of her anymore. And so I asked them to move to Nashville so I could help take care of him. And they agreed, and they came up, and I was so, so blessed to have them there for the last few years of their lives where I could just help take care of them and spend some really quality time with them. And it was just such a blessing. But I will say that when I first told Mom that we were going to move him to Nashville, she was not happy about it. You know, it's like, what kind of a daughter takes her mom out of the only house she's lived in for 40 years? And I was like, the kind of daughter that really, really wants to take care of you. And but she was pretty mad, and it took her a while to get used to the idea. I mean, it's a big change. You don't go from living in a house that you've lived in for 40 years and all your stuff, and then move hundreds of miles away into a small assisted living apartment and decide what you're going to take and what you're going to keep. And it was a huge change for her. And around that time, it was just emotional. All of it was really emotional. And around that time, I went to go write with a friend of mine, and I was telling her about it. And I said, Mom and Dad are about to celebrate their 63rd wedding anniversary. And I see why they stayed married all these years, because it seemed like when one of them would be really having a bad day with this new change, the other one would just sort of rise up and have like double the strength for both of them, right? And then it might flip-flop the other way around. But they just got through it, you know? And so she and I were talking about that, and about how you just, when the storms of life hit you, and they hit all of us, you just hang on to the ones you love, and you get through it together. And so this is the song we wrote that day. It's for my mom and dad, but I think most people can relate to it. It's called Umbrella. I'm in B flat, so for you boys that want to help join in. The weatherman sure got it wrong today. There ain't no way the sun's gonna shine. Can he see there's trouble on the way? And it's gonna hit us hard this time. But we can't just stand here and drown in our sorrow. I'll lead you today, and you can lead me tomorrow. Clouds up ahead, storms coming through. You hold the umbrella, and I hold you. We're being blown around by the winds of change. There's damage sure to be done. You need shelter from this pain, but you're not the only one. So hang on with me, this can't last forever. I gotta believe we're stronger together. Clouds up ahead, storms coming through. You hold the umbrella, and I'll hold you. Lightning may strike and the thunder may roar, but if you're by my side, then let the rain pour. Clouds up ahead, storms coming through. You hold the umbrella, and I'll hold you. You hold the umbrella, and I'll hold on to you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for playing and singing.
Everybody standing up in the back right now makes me a little bit nervous, I'll be honest with you. We have a lot of open seats. It's starting to freak me out.
Because Matt can't stand up. Y'all can't stand up either.
Exactly. If I can't shake ass, nobody can. I know that last one was a real wagger, but you need to sit down and get comfy. But we are at a rather precious moment in the round where I can bring the mood down again. Thanks, Marc, for the intro. That's one. I have a sad song about parents, but it's going to start off a little bit whimsical. On a family vacation, over a beautiful dinner with my siblings and I, We almost killed my mother with a seafood platter. We found out she is highly allergic to shellfish. Deathly, highly allergic to shellfish. After me and my brothers put a hurtin' on like a 3-tier something or other, $70 at a restaurant. It was not the right call. And so we end up in a CVS parking lot with a life squad. And in a moment like that, you start to wonder how prepared you are for life to get really serious really quick. And it's a gentle reminder that we don't get to decide a lot in this life. In a lot of ways, we're along for the ride. But when we consider ourselves lucky enough to be surrounded by who we are, there is an incredible moment to appreciate. So thanks to the modern pharmaceuticals and Life Squad that saved my mother that night in the CVS parking lot, the next day I got to wake up and write you this song about what could have been, what should have been, but what for right now is not. And in all the ways that you can appreciate the folks that you hold closest right here, right now. I'd find heaven for you. The angel then gives what I lose. I cannot give you stars and clouds, but I'm the one that needs you now. I'd find heaven for you. One minute you're among us. The next you're looking down above us. A family all in shock, standing in a parking lot. Praying today is not the day. So the scene bursts into an outcry. Flashing lights illuminate the night sky. The sirens fill my ears, the burn red our tears. Praying that today is not the day. I fight heaven for you. The angel then gets what I lose. I cannot give you stars and clouds, but I'm the one that needs you now. I fight heaven for you. Surrounded by faces stained with mourning, in a white, lightly furnished room, while the hours drift into the morning, a moment comes to join you. As we wait, you can break a smile. The first one broke my heart. A mouth that can speak now grins from cheek to cheek. The beauty that is my mother. I fight heaven for you. The angel then gives what I lose. I cannot give you stars and clouds, but I'm the one that needs you now. I fight heaven
for next day began like any other. I wake up to see you there, without a scratch and bruise, like it didn't even make the news. Try not to waste another day to love my mother. I fight heaven for you. The angel thinks what I lose. I cannot give you stars and clouds, but I'm the one that needs you now. I fight heaven for you. I love you, Mama. No more shrimp cocktail, baby. No more shrimp cocktail. That shit's out.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
I've got a friend in Nashville that we write together sometimes, and she texted me and said, "Hey, let's write a song about this?" And I said, "Actually, I've got something already on my phone." And you know, like when you're writing songs, or if you're a writer, you always have like a bunch of notes on your phone. And I pulled it up, and it never turned into anything, but I just went ahead and finished it anyway. So this is called "In Every Life." Every life, a little rain must fall, but that's not all. There is a moment that will come where we don't think that we can make it. Oh, but joy comes in the morning, and hope holds back the night, and love lays down a promise, and peace holds out a light. On every road we find a hill that feels like we won't make it, but with every step we gain a little purchase that we stake, and there's a joy coming in the morning, and hope that holds back the night, and a love laying down a promise, and a peace holding out a light. And I know that a change is on the horizon, and this too shall pass, is just around the bend. And I know I'm strong enough to suffer through the trying, as long as I can almost see the end. There's a peace that passes understanding, and a love that comes without demands. We find that it goes without saying that through the trials there's constant praying that a joy will come in the morning, and hope will hold back the night, and love will lay down a promise, and a peace holds out a light. And every life a little rain must fall, but that's not all. There is a moment that will come where we don't think that we can take it, but joy will come in the morning, and hope will hold back the night. Love is laying down a promise, and a peace holds out a light.
Very James Taylor-ish.
Cut my teeth on all of his albums, so.
Yeah, me too. I know we usually do original songs at an event like this, but I'm going to share one I didn't write, but boy, do I wish I had. My favorite group since I was a kid, and still to this day, is Kiss. You know, the guys with the makeup and the outlandish costumes. The group that my mom hated when I was a kid because they were, you know, satanic, which they weren't, but that's what everybody thought that they weren't by any stretch. But anyway, I grew up listening to Kiss. And a couple of years ago, I was given the incredible opportunity to serve one night as the opening act for an original member of Kiss. He hadn't been in the band in 20 years, but he was the original lead guitarist. His name is Ace Frehley. And he was doing his own thing, you know, still rocking, and he was playing Kiss songs with his own band. And he was doing a show in Frankfort, Kentucky at a 400-seat theater. And they didn't have room for two full bands, like a full band to open for him and then for his band to come out. The soundboard just didn't have, it wasn't practical, didn't have enough space because it was going to take too long to set up in between acts. So Ace's folks said, why don't you get a solo singer-songwriter person, just like an acoustic guitar. That way it's just a guitar and a microphone, and that's easy to, you know, in between. So a buddy of mine worked at that theater, wouldn't you know it? His name is John Welsh. So John, if you ever see this, you have my eternal thanks for making this happen. So he's in a meeting and they say, we need a singer-songwriter. And he goes, I have a friend who lives in Nashville and that's what he does. And the kicker is, he's been a Kiss fan his whole life. And they say, call him. So John calls me and says, hey, you want to open for Ace Frehley? And I was driving my car and I was like, what? And he said, do you want to open for Ace Frehley? All I need is a yes or no. Yes. I don't know what in the world I'm going to do, but yes, let's just commit to it. So a couple of years ago, I got to open the show for Ace Frehley. And I'll tell you, it was so much fun, but a surreal experience to be opening a show for a guy whose posters were all over your wall when you were a kid. And he's one of the reasons I ever picked up a guitar. And, you know, he was backstage, and I was so nervous. So I didn't know what I was going to do, and I thought nobody wants to hear a bunch of originals they're coming to a rock show to see a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, an original member of Kiss, and so they're not going to want to hear a bunch of stuff like we've been doing here. So I decided I was just going to do some classic rock covers with an acoustic guitar, songs that were by bands that either opened for Kiss or they were an influence on Ace Frehley, like he loved the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and people like that, Eric Clapton. And I thought, well, I already do some of those songs, so I just did a set of rock classics. And I did get to meet him. His road manager was kind enough to make sure we had a few minutes backstage. And that was one of the coolest things musically that I've been a part of, just because that band meant so much to me. And he was so kind to me and gave me some guitar picks, and he signed a picture for me, and we took a picture together. And then about 1.5 years after that, he passed away. He fell down the steps at his home, hit his head, and had a brain bleed. And so I'm so thankful that I got to have that experience. All that to say, this is one of the songs I shared that night. And this is by the great philosopher, Ozzy Osbourne. Make sure I'm into crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wounds not healing, life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I've listened to preachers and I've listened to fools, and I've watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. One person conditioned to rule and control. The media sells it, oh, and you live the role. Mental wounds still screaming, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. You've got to listen to my words. Heirs of a Cold War, that's what we've become. Inheriting troubles, I'm mentally numb. Yeah, crazy, I just cannot bear. I'm living with something that just isn't fair. Mental wounds stop healing. Who and what's to blame? I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
Thank you.
Rock and roll. Isn't it amazing how you take a song like that and you like slow it down and all of a sudden the words just like, ooh, I didn't know he was saying that heavy stuff.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy.
Who knew?
So a friend of mine was over one day to write at my house, and he and his wife were expecting their first baby. And my husband and I have 2 kids, and he was like, so what's it going to be like when the baby gets here? And I'm like, oh, buddy, your whole world's about to change in a good way, in a wonderful way. And he said, well, if you could write a song for your kids, what would you say to them? And I said, that's a good thought. So we sat down, and some songs, when you try to write a song, you'll take months. You're like trying to get every and correctly in there, just like it's just so hard to birth them. And then some of them just sort of fall out. And this was one that just sort of like fell out in about 45 minutes around the kitchen table. And I guess just because we were inspired, we were thinking of our kids and what we would want to say to them. And then we were lucky enough that a country singer named Jody Messina heard it, and she recorded it, and it's on her greatest hits record. And so I guess even though we were writing it for our kids, I think the sentiment is everyone can relate. There's like someone out there that you just want to see go out in the world and shine their brightest and just live life to the fullest, and you're just in their corner cheering them on, and that's what this song is about. And it's a song called You Belong in the Sun. Spread your wings and fly. You can try to go so high in the sky, but you never come down. You can follow any dream, and when it seems everything you believe never works out, remember I'm right here for you when everything you belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, you belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine. You can wander far away, and every day I will pray that you're safe till I see you again. And when it feels like no one cares and you're scared, I'll be there, this I swear, right to the end. I'll always be right here for you, no matter what you've done. 'Cause you belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, you belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine. The clouds moving, but the storms won't stay. 'Cause when they get a load of you, they're gonna be blown away. You belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, you belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You belong to me. You belong in the sun. Let it shine, let it shine. You belong to me.
beautifully done, my friends. Make some noise, everybody. We're having a good time out there. I have spent 10 years trying to replicate this beautiful moment that I spent with these folks, and I really feel it tonight. And I got to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for putting a Wednesday on the books and just saying, I think this will be worth it. Thank you for the trust. Make some noise for Radio Artifact, for Devin and Andrew back there. When I tell you I put this show everywhere until it worked, I mean, from mini golf course to local brewery, I tried everything until we brought it here. It was never right. But once it landed here, I was like, this is good enough to call my friends and see if I can get a flavor, you know what I'm saying? And they answered, so. But Rob was talking about where he grew up. I'm what they would call local as hell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? I'm a Moeller boy. I went to Xavier. I grew up in Evendale, otherwise known on the inside as a Believendale. You know what I'm saying? We got some flavor up in that place. And I had so many people tell me that you need to move away to enjoy a music career. And I'm like, no, I'd rather be close to my parents and my siblings. And I fell in love with a Northern Kentucky girl, and I told her that she was a hillbilly, and then she made us move to Northern Kentucky, so now I'm a hillbilly, and I loved that. I love that. I love the barefoot jokes I get from my friends and getting my license over there and feeling like I really shouldn't have talked so much shit about this place, but whatever. Say la vie, baby. But I'm the youngest of 4 kids, and I watched all my older siblings move out and step into their lives, and I'm a mama's boy, so I was watching my mom go through this for the first time. And watching your parent kind of see their kids grow and then look at you and being like, I'm going to feed you so you can't leave. You know, she really took it seriously. She was going to keep me in that house. I still work out of their basement for both her and my comfort. Okay, also the electric's free. That shit's tight. But to watch your kids grow up and decide to try to provide the type of life that you gave them as a kid to their own children, to watch my nieces and nephews run amok in the same places that we did, to still every once in a while walk in the creek where I swear I should have gotten a tetanus shot for swimming in it and trying to figure out who's drinking all the Busch Light that I keep finding back here. There's something about being where you grew up that's so wholesome, that reminds you of what was given to you, that you were blessed by, that you did not earn, that you were gifted. And as you grow older, boy, do you appreciate that kind of thing. So another sappy tune from my mother. This one's called Pray That You'll Find Home. And this is the only song I played at the Bluebird that I will bring up tonight. But like you mentioned, this is one of those songs that fell out, and I thought it was right. We'll start another day. I'll wake up and I'll pray for you out on your own. And I hope you'll think of me when you look out and you see a letter on your front porch. You'll open an angel read a letter from me, asking what it's like out there on your own. There's always the spot to go. Oh, watch your favorite show. No place to call your own. Now be your find home. Mic drop, you know what I'm saying? Hey, player. Empty glasses will not be tolerated. Your beverages help fuel this fantastic venue, okay? You're making your way, looking for your new place when you think of me at home. I knew you'd have to leave, but I hoped I'd never see the day you were gone. And I miss you more each day. And I hope you'll find your way. But I know you'll remember one thing. And there's always a spot to go. Oh, watch your favorite show. No place to call your own. Now pray that you'll find out. Each day I miss the good night kiss and love in your smile each day. My heart will break when I hear you say you found your new home. There's always a spot to go. Oh, watch your favorite show. No place to call your own. Now, baby, you'll find home. I love you, Mama. Thank you, friends.
For several years back in the 90s, I traveled in a big, it looked like a Predator van, actually, now that I think about it. It was dark green with tinted windows, and it's kind of scary. I would not let my kids go near that van. But I traveled in it, and I would go from, like, church to church camp to coffee house, and I'd travel all over the country kind of in this van, and I had like a futon in there and a cooler, and I would go stop and get my books at Cracker Barrel, you know, my audio books, and listen to it. And then I'd play for this, you know, like a little concert, and I'd get to hang out with some people, and I'd see them living life together. And then I'd go back and be alone in my van and drive down the road. And I thought, man, wouldn't it be great to maybe have a family or maybe be part of a group of people, you know, where I could, you know, live life together. And then I got married, and I had 5 kids, and we are in a van a lot. And I think sometimes, wouldn't it be great if I were in a van by myself, listening to an audiobook right now? So I got to do that on the way over here. It was really great. It was like just a little me time. Anyway, I wrote a song called the Arms and Legs Song, and it's about being part of a community. And I'm also a worship pastor at a church, and it's more than just showing up on a Sunday morning. It's about living community and being part of a group of people, and being there for the ups and downs. It's called Arms and Legs. So what I'm finding is the way to glory is a long, rugged road. It's a hard and rugged road. And I'm finding that I don't think I can make it out here all on my own. I can't afford it on my own. So I think I might need maybe you could need me too. I could take hold of your hand. Together we could stand on the promises of God. Be a church, a sanctuary, or a house upon the rock. You be the arms and I can be the legs. Maybe we could be the way that Jesus said. La da 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 la da 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 la da da la da da da. I think I might need to warn you, I'm just a little hard to live with, a little hard to stick with. I'm always late, a little slow, never sure which way to go. I'm kinda like a sheep gone astray. Yeah, I'm just a little weak that way. But I know, yes I know, the voice of the one that calls my name out loud is calling your name out loud. Because he's laid down his life to be the shelter from the rain, calls us back to his side, wants you and me to be his bride. But I know that I need you. Maybe you could need me too. You can take hold of my hand. Together we can stand on the promises of God. Be a church, a sanctuary, or a house upon the rock. You be the arms and I can be the legs. Maybe we could be the way that Jesus stands on the promises of God. Be a church, a sanctuary, or a house upon the rock. Oh, you be the arms and I can be the legs. Maybe we could be the way. I think that we could be the way. I'm sure that we could be the way, or the way that Jesus said. La 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 la. So what I'm finding is the way to glory is a hard and rugged road, but you're a joy for me to know. Thank you.
Is this our last go-around, Matt?
I was gonna let us get there and decide that kind of thing. Do we want to do one more round after this? Is that really the last of Marc and Imboden we want to hear?
Oh, I had another
I think
one,
we should.
man.
I think we should let peer pressure ride this out. You know what I'm saying? I think only 2 people here got to drive home tonight. Lock the door. Don't you dare leave on me. Never mind. That was inappropriate. Okay. A light threat. Yeah, a light threat. Okay. We'll do one more round after this.
Okay.
So, no.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's all I got.
Put some
brother.
stank on there, buddy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I can't return the favor when you're playing these beautiful songs. I have nothing to contribute because I can't play leads. But this is probably the most autobiographical song I think I've ever written. They encourage you to write what you know. And I know a thing or two about this one. I hope you can't relate. There's a day when Mother Nature catches up with Father Time, and once they get together, you're never the same. When they hook up, they form the perfect middle-aged storm, and everything you know begins to change. Well, getting lucky means you remember where you parked, and getting some action means you're finally regular. When you suck in your gut, both your ankles swell up. Something's changed with middle age. Can I get an amen? These are my people. Well, you lose hair where you want it, and you grow hair where you don't. You talk about how much things used to cost. Well, you can only read fine print if you hold it at arm's length.
and you can't go to the mall without getting lost. And you make a midnight run to Kroger for some Aspercreme. And an all-nighter means you didn't wake up to pee. And you make your cereal choice for the fiber instead of the toys. Some things change with middle age. Well, look on the bright side, there's lots of new games to play, like Lose Your Marbles and Orthopedic Twister. Red Rover, the doctor says bend over. And 20 questions shouted in your good ear. Well, you used to quote every fact from here to the moon, and now you can't remember why you walked into the room. Why'd I come in? Well, you ran with a rock and roll crowd. Now the music's a little too loud. You were always a party fool, but now your back goes out more than you. You replaced the mirror over the bed with a food group pyramid. Man, it's such a pain how things change with the middle age. Pulled a hammy on that last move. Shouldn't have done that.
A lot to look forward to, man.
It doesn't get any easier, Matt. I'm telling you, it does not get easier.
Let's see. I don't know. I think I'll do. God and My Girlfriends. Okay. I don't know what key I do it in. It's been a while. I think I do it in this key. That would be D sharp E. Yeah, is that right? I played in the key of the capo on the 2nd fret. That's what key I played in. Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah. Don't I?
3rd fret.
Is it 3rd fret? I think I'm going to do it on the 2nd fret.
Do that. I like that better.
Okay. That's a little out of tune. Oh, sorry, I got to mute that. Why isn't that working? I wrote this next song with some girlfriends of mine, and I was late to a writing appointment with them one day, and I had tried to squeeze in go to a little women's Bible study before my writing appointment, and you know how women's Bible studies are. They're going to run late. So I was late. And when I walked in to write with my friends Lisa and Patricia, they were both kind of looking at me like, and I was like, I'm sorry, but you know, you have to make time for God and your girlfriends. And Patricia's jaw dropped. She goes, I can't believe you just said that. She goes, look at this. And she showed me a piece of paper where she had some ideas of titles that we could write that day. And that was one of the titles, God and My Girlfriends. And I was like, well, I guess that's what we're going to write today. And so we wrote this song and found out that Reba McEntire was looking to find some songs to cut for her record. So we sent it over to Reba, and she put it on hold, which means that they're really serious about cutting it. And so we were really excited, and they go in the studio to cut the record, and they even call over that morning, and they're like, we need you to send over the lyric, and make sure we have it right. And so we were so excited. We were like, oh, my gosh, she's going to cut this song. And she did not cut the song, and we were really bummed. And as songs do, they sort of once it kind of made its rounds, it just went in the publisher's drawer, and we all kind of forgot about it. Then 9 years later, Patricia calls me. She goes, you sitting down? She goes, guess what? She goes, my old publisher that I used to write for 9 years ago called and said that Reba McEntire just called their office and said, We are looking for a song that was pitched to Reba 9 years ago. It's called God and My Girlfriends, and she thinks she remembers it came from this publishing house. Is that correct? And he said, yeah, we have that song. She said, send it over. We want it. And 3 days later, she had cut it for this record, which she had decided she'd just gone through divorce. And so I think maybe the title and the topic of it was really resonating with her, you know. And it's like songs sort of find their way to the right artist at the time that they feel like cutting them, you know. And so she made this double record. It was like her faith-based record, Songs of Hope and Joy, or Faith and Hope, or I should know the title of the record. I'm so sorry. I told you I'm rusty. So what is it? Oh, anyway, it's her Songs of Faith and Joy or Hope or something. And you'll know it when you see it. But anyway, so she cut this song, and we were real thrilled to be on this particular record because it won the Grammy that year for Best Country Gospel Record, and then it also won the Dove Award for Best Country Gospel Record. So we're honored to be on. I'm really honored that the song found its way at the right time. So I'm going to do it for you. It's called God and My Girlfriends. Ready? 1, 2. I know he was made just for me. 2 hearts that fit perfectly. He gives me love more than enough. But way before he came along, there was somebody else making me strong. There is no doubt I'd be nothing without God and my girlfriend. My first baby smile, good times and bad, happy or sad. What would I do if I didn't have God and my girlfriends? They're always there when I'm feeling down. They're always around, lifting me. I love how they know me, forgive me and show me again and again that I can depend on God and my girlfriends. Anywhere, any time of the day, they're just a prayer or a phone call away. God and my girlfriends, they're always there when I'm feeling down. They're always around, lifting me up. I love how they know me, forgive me and show me again and again that I can depend on God and my girlfriends. God and my girlfriends. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Give it to him.
Ah.
What's crazy is this next song is about getting kicked out of a women's Bible study. It's unbelievable. Marc dropped me off
There's a
his creeper
thread.
van, and people were like, holy shit. What does he want? Once again, I'd like to say that people standing, you make me very nervous. Some of y'all are moving towards the door. Pause. No, I'm kidding. You can go if you got to. Who's been here to the Monthly Muse before? Raise your hand. I like how we really put it on this side of the room, so y'all are all new.
The newbies are over here.
Well, we do this the second Wednesday of the month. And again, this entire show was inspired by a wonderful night at the Bluebird with these folks. So can we make some noise again for Marcia, Rob, Marc, who all traveled to do this tonight and really bring this show full circle. It means the absolute world to me. And there's no other place I'd rather do it at. Also, my accountant, Lori, is here, which is incredible, because she texted me today, your second quarter taxes are due. I'll see you tonight. And I said, what is this? Is this a bunch of loose threats? You coming to get the cash by hand now? Okay. But I'm deeply honored that the people in my life would make time for friends that I love and I trust. And I think a lot of these types of shows comes down to love and trust. And every song feels like you're building a room that you welcome people into. It starts off with just a box, and then you furnish it. You're like, here's a seat for you where I think you could see just about everything. And it's all about making people feel welcome, whether that's the living room or the crawl space we're letting y'all in tonight. I gotta tell you, it's special. And this next song was inspired by a guy who cornered me on a hotel gig. He says, I want to tell you about how I met my wife. And I said, please, for the love of God, leave me alone. I just want to go to the parking lot and be by myself. And he says, no, you're going to love this. He's like, I was in the Navy, in World War II. I was stationed in San Diego. The war ends. They tell you can go home now. They give you one bus ticket, and they're like, figure it out. It's like, so I get my first ride, and then I need to hitchhike the rest of the way back home to Cincinnati. It's like, so I spent days just hoping for rides. It goes and it goes. He's like, I'm 20 minutes from my parents' house. I've been waiting for so long for this. I need one more ride. And almost like a mirage, a car full of women roll up and said, where do you need to go? He's like, in that moment, I knew I was going to marry one of these girls. And I said, pause. That's the scariest thing a hitchhiker could ever be thinking when they get in your car, like, oh, true love has arrived. But that's why we don't go to Pilot, regardless how good the memberships are, okay? Because it's all about love on the open road. Or loves. Gas station jokes. That one didn't hit. Moving on, my bad. It's the Buggies crowd. We like the charcuterie boards and the brisket. But this is about this guy who found love looking in all the places you probably shouldn't. But there's something miraculous about the way that it will find you at an inconvenient time, and it may ask the world of you, but it is always so worth it. What's gonna stop me from loving you? Who's gonna keep me from seeing you? There's no distance I'll have to go that can keep me from coming home. So you don't spend another night alone. I'm gonna run until my legs give in. Then I will crawl till my arms go limp. Then I will pray that tomorrow will be the day that I'll get what I 2,000 miles left to go in the whole like world and then oh, through the golden gates, 9 different states, don't let the saying go to waste, 'cause I gotta walk them back home. I'm gonna run to my legs, give in. Then I will crawl to my arms, knowing. Then I will pray that tomorrow will be the day that I'll get what I've been looking for. Say no more, I'll be yours. This so romantic, one hand in the air. And if you try even asks why you going there, as if this kind of girl, this kind of loving, I know the craziest things. Oh, I recently played this song on a trip to Nashville, where I got some lovely feedback from some other songwriters who told me I don't like the word limp for this. And I said, you are a filthy person. It stays. And I'm gonna run till my legs give in. And then I won't crawl till my arms go limp. And then I will pray, I'll pray that tomorrow will be the day that I'll get what I've been looking for. Say no more, I'll be yours. I'll be yours. I'll be yours. Thank you, friends.
Oh, for my last song, I'm gonna do a song that I wrote right after COVID. My wife says it was our first pandemic. We didn't know what we were doing. So, but I noticed when we got back out and we started playing music, everybody showed up. They were so ready to get back together. So I wrote a song called "When We Get Together," and it's about putting your phone down, get off the couch, call your friend up, say, hey, let's go have a beer or go have a meal, and just sit and enjoy each other's company and tell stories and be part of each other's life. It's called "When We Get Together." It's pretty easy, actually. It's in the key of E. It starts on an A, but it's in the key of E. Okay. Well, you know we'll have a good time when we get together. Get a hold of our good friends, hanging out until whenever. We'll reminisce about the old times, raise the glasses we remember, 'cause we always have a good time, yeah, when we get together. right together. Feels like we can pick right up, right where we left it. Oh, when time doesn't take its toll on this kind of friendship, I just know things are always better, yeah, when we get together. Well, you know we'll have a good time when we get together. Get a hold of a good friend, hanging out until we're never. We'll reminisce about the old time, raise the glasses we remember, 'cause we always have a good time, yeah, when we get together. Well, the memories just flood right in. When I saw your picture, made me laugh out loud, made me wanna come and get you. Get a hold of the old gang, yeah. Meet down at our old place. Maybe make a couple new friends, staying out too late. I just know things are always better, yeah, when we get together. Well, you know we'll have a good time when we get together. Get a hold of our best friends, hanging out until whenever. We'll reminisce about the old times, raise the glasses we remember, yeah, 'cause we always have a good time, yeah, when we get together. You know we're gonna have a good time, yeah, when we get together. You know we always have a good time, yeah, when we get together.
It's been a wonderful night, and it's so much fun to be with you guys, to see some old friends and some family, and make some new friends. Matt, when we met, and Scott and Diana, thank you for arranging this friendship that started 10 years ago, January of 10 years ago. We did the Downtown Listening Room show together, and then the Bluebird a couple months later. And it's just been so much fun over the years, because I've followed you and I, watch your posts, and it's been so much fun to watch you carve out this path for yourself and doing what you love and being so dadgum good at it. For what it's worth, man, so proud of you. And I'm nobody, but we're all proud of you.
You are a guy that changed my life, Rob Harris. Man. Don't you forget about that.
Well, that's unbelievably kind of you to say. Thank you. And Andrew and Dev, thank you, guys.
Yes,
and
thanks,
Lex,
guys.
wherever you are. Thanks for taking care of this town tonight. Let's give them another hand for all they're doing.
Great job.
What a great room, by the way. This is fantastic.
This is fantastic.
What a cool place.
Please continue to support this venue and the Downtown Listening Room and other places. And Matt, follow his career and support him when he plays out. But, just good to be with you tonight. And we hope you've heard something that you've enjoyed, and maybe it spoke to you in a way that you didn't expect tonight. And that's all we can hope for as songwriters, to write something and hope that somebody can relate to what you're saying. And, so my last song is about moments of my life that, I'd give anything if I could have them back. For different reasons, some because they were so great, I'd love to live them again, just to experience that one more time. And some because I made some really bad decisions and bad choices. And if I could have some of those moments back, I would change things. I would make a different decision and try to do better. But anyway, I know we can't get those moments back. This is just a songwriter kind of wishing and hoping that we could have moments back. This is called Time Machine. Thanks for listening tonight. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to the summer when I was 10. Run splashing through that creek again, and breathe in the days when life was so carefree. If I had a time machine. If I had a time machine, I'd repeat our wedding day, that kiss and the vows we made, and one more time as we drove away. We'd stand up laughing through the sunroof of that limousine. If I had a time machine. Life is a one-way track. You can't turn around, there's no going back. Embrace those moments as they roll by, 'cause they'll be gone in the blink of an eye. If I had a time machine, I'd relive the days our kids were born, and all the years till they left home, so I could do things different in the in-between. If I had a time machine. Life is a one-way track. You can't turn around, there's no going back. Embrace those moments as they roll by, 'cause they'll be gone in the blink of an eye. If I had a time machine, I'd have one more day with Mom and Dad. I'd hug their necks and tell them I'm so glad that God chose to put me in their family tree. If I had a time machine. I'm sorry. I'd take back those careless words I didn't mean. Maybe I'd be the man I always dreamed I'd be. If I had a time machine. 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 You're very kind. Thank you so much. I think it hit me during the song that today is the anniversary of my mom going to heaven in 2010. And is that right, Laura? 2010? 2009. So it just, it kind of overwhelmed me a little. So sorry about that. But
It was perfect, Rob. What are you talking about? You just got us a Kleenex box.
He says that every night, by the way.
Well, thanks
as
for
good as it
listening.
gets, man.
Wrong way.
Those are the moments you really feel it.
Yeah. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit.
Please do. Please do.
No, I'm going to do a song. It's actually an older song of mine that I wrote several years ago when I was getting ready to go under. I was about to have like a major surgery, right? And I was terrified of going under anesthesia. I'd never done it. I had this sort of like phobia of like, oh my gosh, what if something happens? Like, what if I wake up in the middle of it? What if, but it doesn't take? And what if I die? I was just all kinds of really positive things were going through my head. And so I crawl in bed like 3 nights before my dreaded surgery. And I turn on Larry King. That dates this. It's been a while. And the topic on Larry King that night is Larry King was interviewing people that had woken up in the middle of their surgeries. True story. My husband leans over and gently rips the remote out of my hand. He said, "You are not watching that." And he just like randomly changes the channel, and it lands on this commercial for a movie that was out at the time called Awake, about people that wake up in the middle of their surgeries, which is why they were talking about it on Larry King. And I was like, oh my gosh. So the next day I went in for my very last writing appointment of the year, and I told my friend Jeff Dayton, I was like, this doesn't look good, but I don't know. I've got this terrible feeling. And he said, well, Marcia, if this is it for you, we better write a good song today, because, I mean, this is it, right? Get everything out, everything you want to say. This is your shot. So this is the song we wrote that day, and I kiddingly call it my death song, but it really is. It's like Matt was talking about. Every now and then those things just hit you, and you're like, oh, my gosh, things could be different tomorrow. Like, you never know when's your last day on this earth, and so we try to just live every day to the fullest and make it the best you can, and that's what this is about. And again, thanks, Matt, for having me. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. This has just been such a lovely evening, and Radio Artifact, great venue. We're so glad to be here. So, is that on? Now it's on. This is called Beautifully Lived. In G. Yeah, you don't, do you? Play that tambourine, buddy. It's tuned to G. G. Okay. Whether I live another 10 minutes or I get 10,000 tomorrows, or when I go, I want to know that I lived it well. I want to look back on the days that I had, through all the smiles and sorrows, and never forget, never regret, just say to myself, beautifully lived, beautifully loved. Look at my life and say, well done. Every day a beautiful gift, and hoping something that I did made somebody's day, made somebody say she had a life beautifully lived. Well, I've been as wrong as I've been reckless. I've let my stubborn side do my thinking, but too many falls and too many walls were wearing me out. So down on my knees, I asked him, please, to save what I'd been wasting and help me to make every today and every right now beautifully lived, beautifully loved. Look at my life and say, well done. Every day a beautiful gift, and hoping something that I did made somebody's day, made somebody say she had a life beautifully lived. Play it, Marc. Go to the 5. Beautifully lived, beautifully loved. Look Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. Appreciate y'all.
We got to wrap this thing up in style, everybody. And I got to tell you again, we are very lucky that these folks came up here tonight because it's not a comfortable ride, and they certainly weren't paid enough. So can we make some noise? I mean, some noise. No, wait, stop, wait. I shot you very straight at the beginning of this. I said you were a third of the enthusiasm that I wanted from you tonight. So I need some rowdy bullshit for a Wednesday night. Can we make some noise for Marc Imboden, everybody? Yes! Keep it going for Mr. Rob Harris. Yes! Miss Marcia Ramirez, everybody, come on. I'm Matt Waters, and this is our beautiful, thank you, 10-year anniversary of our Bluebird Cafe show that really changed my life. And I gotta thank you again, Scott Skibeck, for setting this up, for being the man that decided that these shows were so important that whether it's got to be in his own living room, or it's got to be in a rented space, or it's got to be in the parking lot of a Denny's, because Denny's has a bad experience with live music that we got to do in the parking lot kind of thing. He will do it anywhere because he knows how much the songs can mean to us all. And I think in this, I was talking to my dad about this the other day. Pavlov's hierarchy of needs. Okay, once you got food, shelter, and what's the other one? Safety? Not important. Moving on. I think there's really two things that we all want in this world. We want to feel welcome. We like to feel useful. To be seen for our talents and our capabilities and our own little way of making the world better in a short life, hopefully well-lived. And I was inspired to write this next song by my friend Susan as I packed up at a gig where I did not feel welcome and or useful. I was really feeling bad about this. It was a weird night. But you get reminded that you can choose to see somebody in your life for everything that they are, to acknowledge the fact that they are not both welcome and useful in your life, but they are the perfect fit for the thing that you might have been looking for. So when you find folks that fit oh so perfectly into your life, whether you're a 20-year-old kid looking for a shot in a room that scares the hell out of you, or your friends on a Wednesday night that want to step away from the world and acknowledge the magic that can be between you, a song, and a friend that may have been in the same shoes that you sit today, we can all find a little bit of hope and magic in each other. And you've certainly done that for all of us tonight on this stage. So round of applause for yourself. Now, my people in the room are going to know if I mess up the words to this, but just know that 99.9% of the time I read this out of the note on my phone because it is a foggy memory. But I might cry nonetheless. I like that shit. All right. If I had to choose, I'd lose everything for you. If I had to choose to leave it all, but I don't know. If I had to choose, I'd break them bad news that I watch your whole world burn. 'Cause it's you and always you that always comes first. If I had to choose, I'd pack up my bags and move. Wherever you go, I walk out the sole of my shoes. If I had to choose, I'd break the bad news that I watch the whole world burn. 'Cause it's you and always you that always comes first. Come on, Cinnamon, give him that thing. Come on, Marc Imboden, everybody. choose and go through the door with you. I don't care if it's heaven or the fire beckons, it'll be us two. If I had to choose, be clear to know, regardless the season, spring or the fall, you'll have a hand and I'll have your back, stand by your side while the whole world attacks, always forever, ever. Always, forever and ever. Always, forever and ever. It's gonna be you.
And Waters, everybody.
Thank you, friends. You are always welcome here at the Monthly Muse, and you are exactly what this needs. Make some noise for Devin and Andrew of Radio Artifact, Marc Imboden, Rob Harris, Marcia Ramirez. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Don't stand up or else I'm going to want to shake some ass. I'll feel like, why are we sitting all night? No, thank you. Come back and see us soon.
Thank you very much.
Much love, players.